Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to this tutorial. So excited to share this new project with you guys. So what we're making here is an accordion pocket made with vellum and your scraps, because who doesn't have a ton of scraps that we need to get rid of, right? So I'll just show you a couple samples and then we'll just jump right on into the tutorial. So there's a couple ways that I'll show you how to make these. One is like this one that has the back on it, and you can put all the stuff in here. This one has a chipboard sticker and a little bow. So I'll show you with the cover, which is the original design, but then I'll also show you how to make it with a lid on top. And if you want, I'll show you how to make one with a pocket in the back. So let me just give you an idea of what you could fit in these. So like this one, I just put a little fold over card, could do some journaling there, a little photo mat, little file card. That's all I stuffed into that one. This one I put a tuck spot, so you could do that as well, just as an extra idea. And then I just did some cute little dangles on this one, and then just stuck a couple other little journaling cards in here. Little folder. Just so fun making these little things to stick in here. Little tag. So that I put in that one. This one I didn't really stuff yet with anything, but I put a card back here so you can get an idea of the look and you know what it looks like on the back with the pocket. And if you don't have any vellum or let's say tissue paper, anything, I did not forget about you. I made a sample using your regular cardstock. So you can definitely make it like that as well. And I don't think I stuck anything into this one. So each accordion pocket gives you 2 pockets, plus I think you have an extra one because of the back cover. So really cute, lots of room for fun stuff. This one I made having the vellum out on both sides. So let me pull this out so you can see. And so I will give you the measurements on how to do this one as well. And this one, I raised the chipboard sticker to give it a little bit of dimension, and that one's cute as well. And then last but not least, we have this one, which I think is out on both sides as well, just to give you an idea of all the ways you can make it. I put a little file folder in this one and this cute little tiny mini album that I made, and I wanted to see how that would fit inside there. This little, it's so cute. It's just a little baby mini album that I made with 2 tuck spots. It has a little card right here, little file folder with another little folder inside of it. Such a cutie. I like these little things. I wanted to see how it would come out doing a really tiny album. And then this just has some blank sheets for writing and a little journal card and a little file card inside here. And this one fit fine inside of the pocket. So just cute little stuff that you can stick in there. Let's see, and also with this one, I put some shaker bits in here just so you can get an idea of what that would look like, and a little lace trim at the top. So yeah, real easy, fun project. This one, I just put another set of beads on there so you can get an idea of that. Yeah, so cute, fun, easy, fast, great happy mail idea, or to store ephemera, or you know, whatever you want to do with it, gift idea. Just crafty fun. So let's go ahead and dive into the tutorial. I will move all my little pockets out of the way and we will jump right on in. So let's grab our scoreboard and our sheet of vellum, or whatever it is you want to use. And we are going to cut our vellum down to 6 by 8. And the leftover scrap we're going to save because we can use that later. So I'll show you how to use that in a little bit. So let's go to 6. We'll save this. We're going to move over to 8-inch side and cut that down to 8. And then we'll do a little bit of scoring. Get rid of that there. All right, so we are going to score on the 8-inch side at 2 and 5 3/4. Then we're going to turn it once like this, and we're just going to score at 3, right down the middle. Okay, then we can fold this one up. So let's fold on our score lines. easy breezy. And we know how finicky the vellum can get, so just want to be careful here that we're folding exactly on our lines. Do a little burnishing. All right, so when you get to this part, and mine's not exactly even here, so fix that real quick. All right, so you're gonna have one flap that's slightly longer than the other, and that's normal because we are going to glue right here down the middle and put that flap with overage right on top of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that. And this one sheet will give us 2 pockets, and then our back cover will give us another pocket in there. So we're just going to do 1 bead of glue all the way down. So just like that. Well, not just like that. If you could do a better line of beaded glue, please do, because we know that me and a thin line of glue just never really works out, but hey, it still works. So we don't have to worry about this strip here showing, because by the time we're done, that will not be showing. And then we're just going to fold this over so that it matches with the other side. And I'll just burnish the bottom here. So it'll end up like this. And let me just burnish mine a little bit better. All right, and then we're just going to open this back up and do a line of glue right on top of that other line of glue that we did right in the middle. Okay. All right. I'm just going to press that down, make sure that it sticks together. And now we have our cute little accordion pocket. So what I tend to do here is just take a card or scrap or whatever you have, and we need to separate them a little bit from each other, just getting them used to being without being attached. They kind of have a little separation anxiety, so we just want to pull them apart a little bit and just, you know, get them in the zone of not hanging out. So you'll have something that looks like this when we get to this step. All right, so now we can do our cute little cover, and our first style will be done. So let's go ahead and grab a scrap or whatever sheet you want to use. Also a cool project for 6x6, 6x8 paper pads, really whatever you want to use that you have in your stash. So let's see, we need a 5.5 by 4 inch sheet. So let me cut mine down a little bit. Let's see, yeah, here's 5.5 by 4 inches. All right, and then we will do a little scoring. On the 5.5 inch side, we're gonna score at 3/4 of an inch. And then we're gonna turn it. We're actually gonna score it at 3/4 of an inch 3 times around, just like making a pocket, so you'll end up with something that looks like this. And so what we're gonna do now is just cut out both corner squares. Where are my scissors? And of course you can angle cut here as well. So I'm just gonna, I don't know why I like to cut it out first and then angle cut, but right, taking that last little square off of there. A little angle cut. All right, and then we're just gonna go ahead and fold on our lines. All right, so then we fold in our bottom first and then the flaps, or you can fold in the flaps first and then the bottom on top. So whichever way you want to go. And then let's go ahead and grab our pocket. And we're just going to slide that right in there, and we're almost done. So we don't want to glue yet. Now, if you're using double-sided paper, you'll have that cute little, you see where this little white overage is? With double-sided paper, it actually looks cute because you have that top, you know, another design there. But if you're using single-sided and that white space bugs you, then let's go ahead and cut that off. And you could actually wait till you glue it. Probably should have before cutting it off, but let's just go ahead and knock out that step. All right, now we don't have any overage, and our first one is almost done. Now let's grab that scrap that we have from our vellum, that 2.5 by 11 inch strip, I think it is. Yeah, so let's go ahead and fold that in half. Okay, and this part is optional. Once you start filling stuff up in the pocket, you won't see that little line, but we may want to start it out without having that there, and that makes sense too. But another thing you can do if you're just, you know, trying to preserve your vellum or don't want to do this extra step, you know, any card that you use is going to look cute in here. And so what you could do is cut out a scrap that would be, let me see, 3 1/4 by 2.5. And so that would fit perfectly in here, okay? And then what you can do, you know, let's just do it together. Let's see, 3 3/4 by 2.5. So let me find, just want to show you both options when you get to this step. So we'll get right back to this strip. But before we do that, 3 3/4, 2.5. And then what you can do is stick this in here, but you would stick it under the very first sheet, okay? And you would glue the back of it first. So let me just make sure it fits okay. No, I don't think I cut it down enough. No, I didn't. So let me just cut that down a little bit more and put that in here. Let's see. And what's cool about this, doing it this way, is it's like you have a see-through window in the front, which is one of the things that I really love about vellum, is it gives that effect, you know? So this is a fine way to do it too if you don't want to cut another strip or something, or saving your vellum. So that also looks really cute inside there as well. And you kind of have a see-through. And also, you will still have a pocket up here because you can glue this one right to, glue it basically right in there, right onto this strip. So let's do that. Well, actually, I'm not going to do that because I want you to see what it looks like when we put that other strip of vellum. But yeah, you would just glue the back and, you know, quickly but gently stick it back in there, only up to the top, because the bottom flap will cover that overage there. See how it's not all the way long enough, and that's okay because this is going to cover it up. So you just want to make sure it's toward the top, you know, press it down so the glue can stick in there, and that's it, and you're done. So that's the preserve your vellum way. But let's say you want to do it this way. We would take that strip that we folded in half, and let's go ahead and cut that down to 3 3/4 by 2.5. Get all this stuff out of here. Okay. And this, if you wanted to do like shaker bits or anything, you can glue the bottom, stick it in there, close it up, throw your little shaker bits in here, seal the top, and you're good to go if you wanted to do that option. But let's just go ahead and do it this way, and we're going to keep the vellum towards the top because we don't have to worry about the bottom. This will cover it up, and then we can start gluing our pocket together. And that way you don't see that line at all. So let's go ahead and glue the bottom flap first because that will hold it down. So remember, we're going to keep it towards the top and just make sure it's even up here. There we go, lining it up in the middle. Just going to fold that. Now that will hold that down enough to glue our side flaps. And just fold that over. Fold this one over. I'm going to give it a little bit more glue right here. Okay, and then we have our first design ready to go. So cute, and you can just stuff so many cool things in here. So this extra strip gives us another pocket in the front, and then we have our other pockets that we made. So tons of room to put some fun stuff in there. Okay, and let's go ahead and do a lid just in case you want to put a lid on yours. So it would look like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one of those really quick. So the lid is, let's see, 4 by 2. Let's see if this makes it. I need another scrap here. So let's see. Here we go. All right, so 4 by 2. And then we're just going to fold this in half. You can also score it, whatever works best for you. So we want to fold it evenly in half, and then we can go ahead and round our corners for the front flap if you want to. Okay, and then we're just going to glue the back onto there like this, and we will have our flap. Now you can also cut this down as well. If you want it to be a little thinner back there, you can definitely cut it down a little bit, and that's fine too. So whichever works for you. And then let's go ahead and glue the back. And I put a little bit too much right there. Okay. I'm just going to glue that right onto the back there. Okay, and we have our little flap. So cute. So now let's go ahead and do the back pocket in case you want that option. Give you the measurements for that. So let's see, the back pocket will be 4 by 2 3/4. So let me see if this one's long enough. Yeah, this one fits perfectly. Although I should probably use another pattern I think would be cuter. Let me see. Well, I don't want to keep you guys. So 4 by, what did I say it was? 2 3/4. So there we go, right there. Then we can go ahead and do a notch right here if you want one. There we go, and then we just go ahead and glue that right on the back, right down the 3 sides. So no glue on top or in the middle anywhere. Just one thin line of glue 3 times around like this. So you have glue like that, and then we just put this right on the back. Easy peasy. Such a cute little simple project that we could do all kinds of fun stuff with. And now we have our pocket in the back. We have our lid, which is optional, and we have our accordion pocket. Now, if you want to do it like this, where you can see the vellum on both sides, of course you would follow that same method with the vellum for the front, and also do one on the back before you glue it all together. And then let me just give you the measurements for the strip. You're just going to stick 1 strip here, 1 strip here, and 1 at the bottom, just like we did with the lid. So the measurements for that is you would need 2 pieces that are 1 by 3. Okay, so let me grab. And of course you would need to make another accordion pocket, right, with your vellum or whatever you have. And then you would do this step. So 1 by 3. I had 2 on my head. Okay, 1 by 3. So let me get to the 3 first. And then the 1. And then for each one of these, you do it exactly the same. You just fold it. And then you would glue 1 to this side. You do another 1 by 3 inch strip. Fold it the same way, put it on this side, and then the bottom strip, the measurements are 1 by 3 3/4. Okay, so 3 3/4, 1, and this one, same thing. And this goes on the bottom. And of course you can angle cut each side. so that it goes like that. And you would do the two sides first so that you can put your cute little angle cut on top of the two sides. And that's it if you want to make it this way. So anyways, that concludes our little tutorial today. I hope you enjoy these cute little pockets. I've made so many of the pockets that are so cute out there with vellum, but I really wanted to get an accordion one out of my system. So thank you for joining me in doing that. So I hope you enjoy this project and have tons of fun with it. And I'll check you guys out in our next video. Happy crafting.